If you weren't going to be a cricketer, what were you going to be?
I'm still trying to work out what I'm going to do when I grow up. I reckon it would have been sport related, and most likely probably teaching, PE teacher, I think,
Yes,
because I'm from a family of teachers. Both my parents were teachers. I've got two older siblings that are teachers.
Oh, right.
In fact, I enrolled to do PE teaching at uni first year out of high school, but had to put it on hold when I accepted a scholarship at the Cricket Academy. So I guess that was that fork in the road moment where you make a decision, and I was given the opportunity to go and pursue the cricketing dream, I guess, and thought I'd give that a go and see where it leads me.
You did very well out of it, didn't you?
Yeah, well, it's turned out better than I could have hoped. So
yes. Do you like other sports, or you just
love it? Love all other sports. Yeah.
Yeah, you're like my husband. He loves all sports.
Yeah. I grew up regionally through New South Wales, so we were always, and being a Queenslander, don't hold that against me, but we were given every opportunity to have a crack at all sports, really, with great facilities. So just loved it. Loved that whole outdoor lifestyle, and even now in Perth, I've been in Perth about 26 years now, and so our children are growing up again although it's not regional, but certainly with all the opportunities and great facilities to just be able to play sport and have a crack at all of them, really.
Yes. What do you do now with your time? So there you go. I know you do fundraising. I know you do some motivational speaking. I have read a bit about you, so there you go.
Right. A bit of research on me. I wonder what else it says on our good friend Wikipedia, probably. That might tell us. Sort of the thing that takes up the predominant part of my summer, and it's probably my main, I guess, job, if you like, now, is broadcasting, so commentating.
Yeah, I know you do commentating,
Yeah, so I'm with Fox Cricket through the summer, which is just unreal fun, and to be talking about and in and around something that you still love, and doing it with a bunch of mates you play cricket with, and they're all your really good friends. So so that's probably a main gig, if you like. But very fortunate to have a few different relationships with a couple of commercial groups, a few partnerships. One like the one with homeloans-com-au. So that sort of entails doing a few different things. We've filmed a TV commercial. We've done radio ads. Just getting to know a whole variety of people in the business, and seeing them grow and develop, and have the impact that they have, particularly with all the issues that are going on around now. But obviously, a lot of the stimulus is homes, and the opportunity or providing people with the opportunity, particularly younger people, to get into the home space, home owning space. So homeloans.com.au have been wonderful there, and a good partner to be with. Charity work, definitely. I've been patron of Ronald McDonald House, which I don't know if you're familiar with that. We've certainly got a house in Brisbane.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm patron of the house here in Perth.
I've been motivating myself in the last year because I've lost 65 kilos of weight. So I have
65. Well done. Wow.
So I've been on Current Affair and some other little things like Take 5, trying to motivate people to do the same sort of thing, to try and get motivated to lose the weight.
Yeah. What? So did you have a moment in time where you went, right,
I just got to a stage I didn't want to be like that anymore, because I couldn't carry the weight around. It was just I was too tired, too exhausted. Yeah. And so I decided from that point that I would just do something about it.
And what did you change? Diet, exercise?
Diet and exercise, because I've come from a family where exercise was not a priority. Sporting was not, as I said, as my husband's more into sports. I like sports.
Yep.
But we didn't participate in any of those sort of things.
Sure.
One person that's inspired you in your life that you've met?
Again, I suppose in a sporting.
You probably keep the sporting. Yeah.
Pat Rafter.
Okay.
Good Aussie, good Queensland boy, tennis player. He's a guy that I just found. I had the good fortune of meeting him years ago, and we did a few days together. We were doing some promotions for a group, and just such a humble, lovely, down to earth guy, and who just almost quietly went about his business, and all of a sudden was number one in the world, and just so humble, and so seemed just like a really good, honest bloke. And I just love too that when he retired, he got to number one. He didn't
get a big head with it.
Not get big headed, but he was very much. Well, he surprised everyone when he retired.
Yeah.
And I think Pat knew his level of achievement and knew the reality of whether he was going to be able to maintain it or not. And he was probably never going to be number one for 10 years or 5 years, but he fought and scratched and clawed his way using all his talent to get to number one. And it was like then he sort of ticked the box and just thought there's a lot more to life than just trying to scramble to maintain that position. And I just think people said when he retired, they said why, rather than that, which is nicer than 10 years later saying, "Oh, why hasn't he retired?" sort of thing. I really admired that.
Or he's too old, or he's whatever they do. Yeah.
Admired his honesty. There was one game where an incorrect call by an umpire kept him in the match, but he knew the ball was out, and he said had it overruled, and he lost the match. But that was just the way he rolled. So I really found him quite inspirational. And I suppose another Aussie, high-profile guy that we all sort of in one way, shape, or form might have come across or watched is Hugh Jackman. Another
he's amazing.
Down-to-earth, great fella, just really nice.
Yeah.
Now, what you see is what you get, and just hard work and persistence has just
definitely
paid off for him, and he's a superstar. So I take inspiration from guys like that. Motivated me to keep doing what I was doing, and even now you still try to maintain those standards.
How's COVID affected your lifestyle? Has it changed? Nothing's changed with you, really, you said?
Yeah, not really. Again, we were very fortunate. I guess, we had our initial lockdown, like all of Australia did at that first time, and then because the government here put up a hard border where even still you can't really get in and out unless you've got certain exemptions. It eradicated it pretty quickly, so that allowed us to get back to life as normal. How long that's sustainable, that's the big guess, isn't it? That's what everyone's trying to work out. But it allowed us to have a really normal winter. And being in Perth, it was pretty good weather. And
you get good weather over there. You're much like us, really. You get hotter though, don't you? You get hotter over there.
We get a dry heat. We don't get the humidity that you guys get, but it does get well into the 30s, maybe 40s at times. So it's a dry heat, so it's not too bad. But it meant I haven't obviously been able to travel. I didn't have a huge amount of travel planned, but still being home and not traveling like everyone, I've loved that part of it.